Again? Hold on, I gotta record my video. I gotta record my phone call. I'm really tired about talking about this. Mm, no. Yeah, they said all of that stuff about April Williams. My marriage license says the name April Williams. There is a date of April 30th, 2004. Ugh. She already told me that stuff. I was 16 years old when I met her. I don't know how many different girls looked like that and said their name was April Williams. Yeah, I had a lot of pictures. It was a lot of pictures. Like, I don't really know how to use the phone that good. No. Hold on. I'm not trying to be rude. It just, I've been abused ever since I was 5 years old. I've been molested. Different people said their name was April Williams. It seemed like they had sex with me and said they was my wife. And I'm not sure if it was the same person every time when the children was born. Yeah, the dates, August 31st, 2004. I was at the hospital when the children was born, and the girl that was there said her name was April Williams, and they said she was the mom of the child that was born August 31st, 2004. And she said she was my wife. The same thing. The girl that said her name was April Williams said she was my wife July 18th, according to the birth certificate. When the child was born July 18th, the mother of the child said her name was April Williams, or the mom of the child. I don't know how it says it, but the girl that said she was the mom of the child born July 18th said her name was April Williams, the same name on my marriage license, and she said she was my wife. Mm-hmm. The same thing is October 6, 2008. The girl that said she was the mom of the child born October 6, 2008, she said her name is April Williams, and she said she is my wife. And I was at the hospital all of those dates. And according to the Family Court of Jefferson County, Alabama, it's birth certificates for those dates. And they said I'm the dad, and I have a marriage license. And when they said I'm the dad and stuff like that, the law or whatever they do, some say something about biologically or because I have a marriage license or because she said I'm her husband or because she said her name is April Williams and stuff. This is wrong what's happening to me. I shouldn't have to deal with baby mama drama since I have a marriage license and I never went outside of my marriage license because a person that says their name is April Williams and a person that says she is my wife, whether she is or not, that's what she said, and I do have a marriage license. The only person I ever had sex with, and I was told having sex means going all the way to the extent of getting a person pregnant, because the only way you can get a person pregnant is if you have sex with them, and you would have to go all the way, is what they said having sex with them is, because the only way you can get them pregnant from having sex with me, you had to go all the way when you had sex with them. The only person I ever did stuff like that with is a person that said their name was April Williams. And she said she is my wife. Yes, it looked like different people in the pictures, and I don't know how many people it is. But they said their name was April Williams, and they said they was my wife, and it's not my fault. I have a marriage license. I was 20 years old. August. I mean, look, I was 20 years old. I was 20 years old August 2004. But look, I was 20 years old April 30th, 2004. Very young. I'm not that smart. I've been a mental health patient ever since I was like 5 years old. When I was in elementary school, I used to have to go to the office to take pills because you would have to go to the office. They say it's a crazy pill and stuff like that. And like I went to Western Mental Health Center in Birmingham, Alabama. It's a mental health clinic. I'm not using none of this stuff as an excuse. It's true. I didn't I didn't know that anybody was gonna do. I didn't know that a bunch of different girls was gonna say their name was April Williams, and that they was gonna have sex with me and have children and say that they were my children. I didn't plan any of this stuff. It wasn't my idea. I have a marriage license. It says April 30th, 2004. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they said it was some police officers that did that stuff. Yeah, after I got locked up August 9th, 2015, it was some people in jail. And when I got out, it was some people in the street. And some of the people did say that there's stuff wrong with what they did to me. They said one of them girls that was using the name April Williams, they said one of them was a prostitute and that she would be working with the police officer and stuff like that. And that the police officer was a criminal and he said he was a pimp and he would be wanting her to have sex with different people. And he wanted her to say she was my wife, and that's why you don't see me with a person named April Williams anymore because of what the police officer did. Because when they said that one of them was a prostitute, it made me kind of it made me kind of crazy, and I really don't really trust the ones that said they was prostitutes and stuff like that and all of that. So that's why I keep saying I'm not sure where my wife is because they said a police officer was using a girl named April Williams, or she said her name was April Williams, and then he tried to push her off on me, and he wanted me to false claim her as my wife because I have a marriage license that said the name April Williams. And they said they said a lot of people already know about it. And they said it's been going on because they said the police said that they was part of a frat and a fraternal order. And they said ever since April 30th, 2004, that it was a girl that was using the name April Williams and that she looked kind of similar to the same girl. My marriage license says a girl named April Williams. And it was like, they think she might have had sex with me before. And they say the way that they think that she did it is because they said ever since April 30th, 2004, they said anytime that I ever got arrested or locked up, it was a scam that the police was doing because they would want to have sex with the girl that said her name was April Williams. And since it would be against the law and stuff, it would be infidelity, or they said it would be cheating or whatever, according to a marriage, they said they would lock me up and arrest me for stuff like traffic tickets or um stuff that it wasn't even a victim to. They even tried to get her to say domestic violence or family violence, and she said no. If one of the girls said her name was April Williams and she was a prostitute and she chose to have sex with police officers and bad people and other people like that, she didn't want me getting in trouble just because they wanted to have sex with her. She never told them to put handcuffs on me. She never told them to lock me up in jail. She never told them to do that stuff to me. The police officers acted like they wanted to have sex with her so bad that they did that stuff on their own. Okay, so you know that. You got complaints about them. Other people had the same complaints. In Birmingham, Alabama, and in Macon, Georgia. And it's being investigated. Thank you. Because whether she my wife or not, or she just a girl named April Williams, these police officers, they not supposed to be having sex with people's wife and locking people's husband up just so they can have sex with people's wife. Accusing people's husband of domestic violence or family violence just so that you can have sex with their wife. And a lot of the people said that when the police officer did that stuff, that it was sex abuse because my wife didn't want to have sex with them police officers, and other people's wife didn't want to have sex with those police officers. And they said it's a lot of men and women and families and people that's mad at police officers because the same stuff happened to them. Looking back on it, every time they went to jail and got locked up, when they got out of jail, they said it was a different smell coming from inside or outside of the girl's vagina. And eventually she told it she was having sex with the police officer, or the police officer forced her to have sex with him. And that's the reason that they had locked husbands, boyfriends, and baby daddies in jail, because when the police officer would want to have sex with your wife or with your girlfriend or with your baby mama, the police officer would try to start fights with us, and that it wasn't self-defense when those police officers was doing bad stuff to us. It was self-defense when people was doing stuff to police officers, is what I was told. And you have that same information. Mm-hmm. Okay. And this is what I was told, because I never told anyone to do anything. And I'm recording this phone call. You're okay with that? So you know that it's just me telling you what I was told. And I told you at the beginning of this, I'm tired of talking about this stuff. Mm-hmm. That they said they was watching me. That's what's crazy. If it was different girls, and it looked like it was different girls, and they said their name was April Williams, all of them girls told me that before they meet me, they did sex stuff with different people. One of the girls told me that she only did sex stuff with me. One of the girls told me that it was something different. One of the girls specifically told me that all of the sex stuff that she ever did was before she got married with me. And she said she didn't do any stuff after April 30th, 2004 or whenever. And that's what's crazy, because even though the marriage license said April 30th, 2004, like, one of the girls said her name was April Williams, and she said she is not my wife. She said she just has the same name, and she one of the girls that look that way. She said that she heard that one of the girls said that all of the girls said their name was April Williams because they were saying it was my wife and using her name and identity in my marriage license. But she said she heard that they might have different names and that she not sure of what their names is. And she said one of the girls that they said was the sister of my wife, and that she was trying to steal me or take me from her sister, something like that. Something about some kind of twin situation, and that one of them didn't have a birth certificate because their family had planned on doing this to somebody before I even met them. Yeah, because they was like, the family didn't get a birth certificate when one of the children was born because they had already planned in advance for more than one girl to pretend that she was the same girl because they was trying to, their family was trying to be pimps, and their family was prostituting children to people like that, and they was had some kind of police officer in their family, and that the police was trying to be a pimp. And they said a lot of people was mad at police officers because a lot of husbands said that the police officers and people said that police officers, when they would lock us up in jail, that they was having sex with our girlfriends or with our wife or with our baby mama. And sometimes they had forced them to do it. And it was some people that said that they would murder or that they was killing people for doing that stuff to them because they felt like they didn't have nothing to lose after that. I didn't do any of that stuff. Mm-mm. Yeah, one of the girls that said her name was April Williams, she said since all of them girls had did all of that stuff and said their name was April Williams, and this was way after she was like, mm-hmm. She said she didn't want to do none of that stuff. And she had gave me like some food and stuff and seemed like she tried to be nice. Mm-hmm. Well, what I noticed being married, if they said it was different girls, all of them used the name April Williams, and all of them said that their name was April Williams, and all of them said they was my wife. Mm-hmm. Yes. One of them told me that since she had did a lot of sex stuff ever in life, that she said she, you know, she told me my body is my body and my choice. And if she went out with 10 different people and went on dates, and she had said that she had went to restaurants and that she went to the movies with people before, and that she said she went to people's house and was in their bed and was in their bedroom and doing sex stuff and kissing, and sometimes like they had put their mouth on each other and stuff like that, and a lot of sex stuff. I wasn't mad at her for it. I wasn't mad at all, if it was stuff she chose to do because she told me that I could do the same stuff ever in life because she was trying to be fair. Yeah, this was after April 30th, 2004, the date of my marriage license. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so, but see, this you gotta know. She said she didn't want to do none of that stuff because she already did. She was just giving me a chance being fair. She said if she went out with different color people and did different kind of stuff, if I wanted to go out with different kind of people and do different kind of stuff with different color people, she said I could. do the same stuff. Because if she did it ever in life, it's only fair if I had a chance doing it ever in life with whoever I wanted to. Because it was about what you did ever in life. And since she had already did stuff and I have a marriage license, she said she didn't want to do none of that stuff no more. It's just because I never had a chance to do any of it before I got married. And so it was about being fair. So some of the people would be talking about cheating and thinking that it's wrong and that it's not right, stuff that they saw me doing. But they didn't know that she had told me that she looked at the situation differently. She said if she went out on 10 dates ever in life after she met me, even if it was before April 30th, 2004, then it's only fair if I was allowed to go out on 10 dates ever in life, you know, because she did stuff like that. And see, if it was different girls and stuff, and it seemed like it was, one of them, the people that said their name was April Williams, I know she the wrong one because she wanted to keep doing it. She said that if he can go out with different people, then she can go out with different people too. She wanted to, that particular person wanted to be a prostitute and just wanted to have sex with other people because that's what they sound like. Because the girl that I was with, she said, I can go out with other people and do what I want because she already did and she don't like it. I said I didn't really want to go out with a bunch of different people because I don't like the way that stuff feel and having a marriage license. It seemed like it's wrong doing stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why like you don't really see me doing stuff like that because one of the people said she just wanted to do stuff with other people and do stuff with me. And she wanted me to do stuff with other people and do stuff with her. And I'm like, that's the wrong way. Because even if it was different people, all of the other April Williams said they didn't want to do sex stuff with other people. They just wanted to do sex stuff with me. So it seemed like another man wanted to have sex with them people that said their name April Williams. And one of the girls that said her name was April Williams got mad because I didn't want to do that stuff with another man. And she did want to do stuff with other men because she tried to say, if you can do sex stuff with other people, Brandon, then she can do sex stuff with other people. And I'm like, that's not the same April Williams that I met. Because the April Williams that I met, she said, I can do sex stuff with other people ever in life because she already did sex stuff with other people ever in life and she didn't want to do sex stuff with the other people no more. She only wanted to do sex stuff with me. Somebody was trying to just do something wrong. So yeah, they seemed like they was different girls and it wasn't my ideal. And I said, I didn't want to do sex stuff with a bunch of different people. It's just supposed to be whoever my wife is. Not her, him, and them. Mm-mm. Okay. Mm-hmm.